Empower your business or digital agency with Bluehost, trusted by over 5 million WordPress users globally. Bluehost features top-to-bottom hosting optimizations designed specifically for WordPress, giving you 24/7 access to a team of experts for support, plus thousands of WordPress help articles. So if you want to streamline WordPress website creation with intuitive controls and premium support, choose Bluehost, powering over 2 million websites worldwide.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See detail.
This is Optimal Work Daily. How to Create and Strengthen Your Personal Brand by Brian Tracy of briantracy.com. Personal branding plays a crucial role in your success. Whether you're aware of it or not, everyone has a personal brand or image that affects the way others see and think about you. That's why your personal brand and image are so important in determining if you're successful in life. What is personal branding? Let me start with the personal branding definition first. A brand is basically a promise. When you have a brand, it's a promise that you make and are known for keeping to the person who you are asking or trying to influence. Human beings decide emotionally and justify logically. If you have a good personal brand, people are willing to pay you more for your product or service and argue less. What does it mean when you brand yourself? Branding yourself means developing your personal identity to align with your values. A personal brand statement always begins with your values. If you want to truly be a thought leader and an authority in your field, you have to stand for something. Is it quality, excellence, responsiveness, teamwork, innovation, leadership? Then you build a tremendous personal brand by starting with the principle of integrity. There's no better reputation you can have other than for people to say that when they do business with you, you always fulfill your promises. The answer for success is to do what you've been hired to do and do it. Now, this expands into every area of your interactions with others. Here's the rule. Everything counts. Everything that you do either creates and builds your brand or weakens and destroys your brand. How to build a personal brand in 8 tips. 1. Focus and specialize in one area. This means you have to focus your brand on one area of achievement. You cannot be all things to everyone. You can choose to specialize either in your line of work, your product, your company or industry, the media, your community, etc. But you have to be focused like a laser beam on one thing. 2. Become a thought leader in your field. You have to be acknowledged as one of the most knowledgeable, respected, or skilled people in your field. They have great leadership qualities. So one of the things you ask yourself is, where do I want to be a leader in my field? 3. Your brand, your personality. Your brand must be built around your personality in all its aspects, including flaws. Now here's a question. What would be the best personality for your brand to have? If you wanted people to describe you in a particular way, what would be a good way for them to describe you? 4. Build a distinct brand. Once you've created your personal brand, you have to express it in a unique way. For example, I knew a woman who sends a thank you card with a dried flower inside. When you open it, it falls out. That little sort of thing is what made people remember her for months and years later. Maybe you will sign your name in a particular way or dress in a particular way. I know another person who always wears red. So how can you be distinctive? 5. Be visible. To be effective, your personal brand must be seen repeatedly and consistently. When you form a brand, in a way, you're getting into show business. If you're not out there talking to people, networking, getting involved, it doesn't do you any good. Be out there where people see you all the time. Very often, people will hire you, buy from you, recommend you for no other reason than they've seen you around a lot. 6. Be consistent. Your behavior in the offline world must match your public brand. It can completely destroy a person's brand when people find out that he or she is mean to people in private. One of the greatest brand claims you can get is people saying you are always the same on the outside as you are on the inside. 7. Be persistent. Once you've established your personal brand, give it time to grow. Stick with your brand and ignore fads, trends, and changes. In other words, be persistent all the time. And 8. Build goodwill to others. The more you are perceived as well-intentioned or embodying valued ideals, the more influential your brand will be. We call this back from the future thinking. Ask yourself this. If 3 years from now they're going to do a study on me and come back with a report on the kind of person I was, the way I treated other people, how people talked about me, my reputation, and my position in the hearts and minds of others, what words would I want them to use? Of all the words, what would be the one word that would help me more than anything else in my field? It's really a work of brilliance to pick a word that will be your leading attribute. What does personal branding mean to you? Ask yourself this. What word should people use to describe your superb brand? The next step is asking yourself, what could I do differently from now on so that people think of me like this all the time? Remember, a brand is a promise you make. It's saying that if you interact with me, get involved with me, buy from me, sell with me, go out with me, and so on, this is the kind of person you will get. Now, is it hard to develop a reputation for always doing what you say you will do no matter what? The answer is, yes, it is. But what difference does it make in your life? People who have a positive personal brand get jobs much more easily. They get hired faster, get paid more, get promoted faster than people who don't, because the first thing people do is check your reputation, your personal brand. You just listened to the post titled How to Create and Strengthen Your Personal Brand by Brian Tracy of briantracy.com. When it comes to hiring, don't go searching for the one. Just meet your match with Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with over 350 million global monthly visitors and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. Ditch the busy work. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging. 93% of employers agree. Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites. One of the things I love about Indeed is that it filters out incompatible applicants. So when you're hiring, the process is much faster and you only have to consider applicants that are already likely to be a great fit. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/startup. So just go to Indeed.com/startup right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/startup. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
This episode is brought to you by Atlassian. Atlassian makes the team collaboration software that powers enterprise businesses around the world, including over 80% of the Fortune 500. With Atlassian's AI-powered software like Jira, Confluence, and Loom, you'll have more time to do the work that matters. In fact, Atlassian customers experience a 25% reduction in project duration per year. Unleash the potential of your team at Atlassian.com. Atlassian.
And big thanks to Brian, Chairman and CEO of Brian Tracy International. Brian helps people achieve personal and business goals quickly and easily. He has studied, researched, written, and spoken for 30 years in the fields of economics, history, business, philosophy, and psychology, and is the top-selling author of over 70 books. His talks and seminars on leadership, selling, self-esteem, goals, strategy, creativity, and success psychology are super effective in creating immediate changes and long-term results. Brian is also active in community and national affairs and is the president of 3 companies headquartered in Solana Beach, California. Come by his site, briantracy.com, to learn a lot more, and he's actually narrated across all of our podcasts, so if you like Brian's style, you should check out our other shows too. You can do that by searching for Optimal Living Daily wherever you're hearing this. And that's going to do it for today. I thank you so much for being here and listening all the way through, and I will be back with you tomorrow for the Tuesday show, where your optimal life awaits.